Today I'm going to experiment with some ice dyeing. I'm going to use Jacquard acid dyes in Brilliant Kelly Green, Lilac, Sapphire Blue, Turquoise, and then some Cushings in Coral and Red Grape. So that's Red Grape and this one's Coral. I have already prepped my fiber. So I've soaked it in a bowl. There's the bowl with the water and vinegar. This is 100% merino, roving. It's about 4 ounces. I've soaked it in really cold water with vinegar and refrigerated it while it was soaking so that when I put the ice on it, it wouldn't shock the fiber. So, be right back. Okay, it's not a really super hot day today, so I took a bag of ice and I've placed the ice kind of evenly around the roving over the screen. And underneath the screen, you can see there's a metal kind of a bowl to catch the drippings. I'm doing it on grass really, so it's not that big of a deal. So now I will start adding my dyes. Okay, it's not a really super hot day, so I didn't put a ton of ice on there, but where I did put it, you can see that, I'm getting some shade here. I arranged them in stripes, and the way I put the roving down was kind of haphazard in an organized kind of way, if that makes sense. So I really have no idea what this is going to come out to look like, but we'll see. I may have needed more ice on this now that I'm looking at it, but we'll see how it turns out. It's just noon here, and it's barely going to hit like 85 today, so I don't think the ice is going to melt very quickly, but you can already see, or it's starting to hit the ice and pool colors, so we're hoping for the best. Be right back. We're about 15 minutes in, and I ended up putting more ice on because I was afraid that the fiber would actually dry out. So I left the dye as it was. I didn't add any more. I just added another small bag of ice to it. It's not melting really fast, which is good. But the dye is definitely making headway. So we'll check back in about an hour. So we are about an hour into it, and as you can see, a lot of the ice has melted. I had to place some of it strategically as it kind of fell off. I can see places where the dye is directly on the fiber, which is not what I had planned. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that. I'm tempted to kind of peek, but I'm not going to peek. I'm going to wait and let things take their course as I manipulate the ice. Trying to keep the fiber wet. So I'll check back in another hour. So we're about 2 hours into this, and the ice has melted and deposited a lot of color. There's some spaces where the dye is right on the fiber. I don't know if you can see that. So what I did is I left some water out to heat at the same rate that the fiber is heating. And I've been spraying the water directly on the spots where the dye is touching the fiber. Quiet, girls. And then watching the dye spread as I do it. Plus, it's keeping this fiber from drying out too much in the heat. But I'm going to get some really interesting color spread this way, obviously. And we'll see how it goes. Anyway, still working on it, so we'll be back. So I did have to move it into the sun to get all of the ice melted. And this is what I ended up with color-wise. I'm going to go and saran wrap it and then heat it in the microwave, and we'll see what it comes out like. So it's now in the microwave for 3 minutes. and then I'll see how hot it is and possibly put it in for more if it's not hot enough. Okay, I have steamed it and unwrapped it so it can cool, and I'm trying not to mess with it too much, but it looks like I got pretty good color saturation. So as soon as it cools, I'm going to wash and rinse it and set it up to dry, and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I washed and rinsed it, and when the water came out clear, which was almost immediately, I rolled it up in a towel and squeezed it dry, and then brought it outside to dry because it's pretty warm out here still. And I think I got really good color saturation. Definitely got some interesting patterns, the way it bled into it, you know, into each other, and kind of got the tie-dye look. It should make for a really interesting spin. Altogether, I would say it was a success.